Hi, today we will learn about statistics. So by end of this video, you will be able to learn what is statistics, what is data, what are the different types of data like qualitative data, quantitative data, and what are the 5 different steps that are involved in statistics. Hi, welcome to this channel. I am Virendra here to help you with your studies. If you find this video interesting, do click on the subscribe button and the bell icon. You will be immediately notified whenever I upload a new video. Okay, today we shall learn about mathematics. And mathematics is an awesome subject. If you have found it very boring and very complicated then you are at the right place. I am going to navigate you through mathematics subject in a very simple manner. What is statistics? Statistics is a branch of mathematics that deals with 5 things. Go. What is C stands for? Is collection. O stands for organization. A stands for analysis. I stands for interpretation. And P stands for presentation of data. So you collect, organize, analyze, interpret and present the data. So this is all about statistics. Now then the question comes that what is this data, right? The data is all over, right? So you have, let's say I am giving you an example. I will say that my age is 40 years, right? 40 years, this is my age, right? So this is giving some kind of information about my age. So this is a numerical value which gives some kind of quantitative information, right? So quantitative information, and this is my age is the variable that I am interested in to know what is my age, right? So anything that gives some kind of a quantitative or it can be a qualitative, right? So quantitative or qualitative information about some variable. That variable, let's say it is age, then I am saying 40 years, so this becomes the data. The 40 years becomes the data. Now, and this is a quantitative type of data, right? So we will see that what is some examples from qualitative data. So let's say name, right? If I say the name is Mr. X instead, or it's John, Mike. So these are non-numerical, right? So we classify them as qualitative data. Qualitative data, right? So you understood the data and the types of data, the qualitative data and the quantitative data. Now that you have understood what is the data, we will now come back to the original point that how statistics is dealing with the data. So I have drawn up a diagram over here. At the center of it lies the data. All these are different actions, and all these actions we are going to take on top of data. So you will start with the process called collection. You will collect the data. Then once you collect the data, you have to organize the data. That means keep the data in certain order. And then once you have the data in order, then you do some analysis on top of it. You analyze what is the trend in that data. Once you did the analysis, then you have to interpret your analysis. And once you completed your interpretation, then you present to your audience. Right? So I am just typing audience, right? So remember this diagram. Once you remember this diagram, you will remember this for long time. Look, I am telling you these minute details. So watch this video carefully, and that will help you definitely to build up your concepts on statistics. So before doing all these actions, you should figure it out. What is that you are going to present to your audience? You do a reverse engineering, that you start with what is your ultimate answer should be, and from there you start thinking about what type of data you have to collect, how do you organize, what kind of analysis that you have to do, stuff like that, right? So the question comes here. What kind of presentation? You are looking for. So this question becomes a statistical question. A new term came here is statistical question. A statistical question is something which can have a variety of answers. What can be the minimum weight of the students in your class? Now that can be a statistical question. You do not know what is the exact minimum weight, right? So for that you have to go to individual students and then collect their weight, and then only you will be able to tell that what is the minimum weight, right? It can be 10, 20, whatever, 30, 35, anything, right? It doesn't have a concrete answer. Look, here you can think of that even the similar type of definitions exist for probability. And in case of probability also, we have told that probability will come only when there is a variety of answers. If the answer is certain, then the probability is 100% and you do not need to study about the probability. Right? So think that what is the difference between a statistical question and a probability. Now this is the subject for the secondary students. Obviously the upper primary or say class 8 and below need not think much about it, but the people in class 9 and 10 and above should think that how statistics and probability are linked together. Probability I have already covered in another video. I will give a link on the description here. You can go and check that video and you can think through what could be the difference between a statistical question and a probability. Now let us take an example and try to understand this whole concept. How does it apply in real life scenario? Let us now ask the question is that what is the minimum weight of students in your class, right? So this becomes our question. Now we have to think about what is that we are going to present. Now, this is our ultimate aim. What we are going to present is a minimum weight of students of our class, right? So this is what we are going to present, minimum weight. Now once we know that what we are going to present, we have to start with the collection process. So what is that I have to collect? I have to go to individual student in the class and ask them what is their weight. So this is the parameter that I have to ask everybody. Let us say that you have 20 students. Now 20 students will have different weights. You can see here, you can see that we have collected the weights of 20 students in the class. So what you can see is that there is a student roll number and against him the weight is mentioned, right? So this page is called the collection page. Now we will go to organizing the data. Now I am going to organize this data in an ascending order. You can also do in a descending manner. So when I say ascending manner, I am going to keep the minimum weight at the top and then I will start with in an increasing order. So I will go and figure it out. What is that the minimum weight over here? So let's say here in this sample of 20 students, I have 35 kg is the minimum weight. So what I am going to do is I am going to put the 35 kg on the first row and I am going to say that the first row contains the 35 kg and the roll number of the student. So I am going to type and then I am going to type what is the next one, and similarly I will go on the 20 students. So this is now in an ascending order. So what I did is I organized the data. Now I do the analysis of the data. This is a very simple question. This is not a very complex statistical problem. I just gave you a very simple problem where we will have very simple analysis. So anybody who will look at this diagram will say that, look, the minimum weight is the first row, right? So analyze is look at the data and then you say that what is that you can figure it out from the data, organized data in this case, right? So from my analysis in this case, I can say that the minimum weight is 35 kg. Similarly, the interpretation of the data. From the organized data and after doing the analysis, in this case, the interpretation and the analysis is both results are same. So again, the interpret is that we are going to tell that the minimum weight which is lying on the top of the table is 35 kg, and I am going to present that, right? So this is the simplest problem in statistics, just to explain that what are the different stages that the statistics takes, so that you will be able to study the statistics in a very methodical manner. Thank you for watching this video. I hope this video would have addressed the basic fundamental questions around the statistics. So do stay tuned to this channel, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more such videos on statistics and other subjects as well. Thank you.